Teething issues. There's always teething issues.
Yeah.
Technology just didn't want to play ball last time.
No,
So it
it
should,
did not.
okay, preparing to live stream the meeting. So Natalie, can you watch Facebook and
I'm watching Facebook. It hasn't
I'll
gone
put the
live yet.
YouTube link in our Discord, in the Kairos Discord, and try and bring some folks our way.
oh, thank you.
It's all good.
Oh. Yes.
And I have YouTube pulled up. I have YouTube pulled up on my other screen over here, so it should give us.
It's up.
It is.
Yep.
Let me hit the refresh here. Yep, live with restream. Okay, so that's good. That's going. Let me minimize this. Content, yes. Okay.
For some reason, I have closed captioning with you.
Facebook does that now sometimes.
Oh.
So it's the top of the hour. It's 3 p.m. here in New York. It is 8 p.m. in London. And we're here with Natalie and Darren and our favorite bass player, Shelby.
Thank you very much.
and Dave is on tour doing something, and I think he was going to try to make the thing. We're not sure if he's going to make it or not, but we know he's trying to make it. So let us start out, because today is Sunday, June 23rd, and let's talk about the weather for just a moment. It is really, really hot here. It's
over here. It's been oh my God, it's been so hot. Especially up here, where it's like we're in the roof, right? We're in like the attic of the building, and the sun shines on the roof, and you get this greenhouse effect where this entire floor just becomes an absolute sauna. Even if you put like the door open over there to the outside and the window open there, it doesn't pass any airflow through. So it's
do you have central air conditioning?
We do. Well, we have AC in a room in the corner over there, but I don't think it's working at the moment. So we have to if it was working, we would open up that door and then just have it going full blast and then like blowing out of that room. But I don't think it's working at the moment. So.
Well, the thing is, you have.
Oh my God, Shelby!
At Sensible Music, the world's best recording studio in London. It's been there for 40 years, 50 years. How long has it been there?
35 plus years, nearly 40 years. Nearly 40 years.
And Shelby has been the new co-owner since
April 2024.
Fantastic. So for 2 months, and the thing's made as a world-class studio, it's made to be airtight. So that's why the air doesn't flow very well, is it, you're trying to keep the sound contained, which means you have to keep the air contained. So
there are other rooms that do have working AC. I could go down to the control room right now, but I've just come off the back of a band meeting with Kairos, so I thought I'd stay here because I'm kind of in situ, right?
Okay. So speaking of Kairos, before we get into some more Circuline stuff, you guys got some huge gigs coming this summer. Why don't you tell us about what you've got coming up?
It's been a mad time. We've got just this year alone, we've got Euroblast, which is a much heavier festival than we thought we would ever be invited to. We've got Radar Fest, which is also a pretty heavy festival. We're playing on the same day as bands like Tesseract and Dirty Loops, which is just like mind-blowing.
Oh, wow.
On the same stage as well. And we're also doing Prog Stock, of course, double
right.
with Circuline. It's going to be that's going to be a busy week for me.
That's right.
You're young. It'll be fine for you. You'll be fine.
I just have to keep the caffeine flowing, and I'll be just fine.
We'll have some vitamins for you when you get here.
Oh yes, please, absolutely. But then, of course, we've got Cruise to the Edge next year as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and then other things that we're currently working on in the background behind closed doors.
Nice.
But you can't talk about yet.
That I cannot talk about yet, but it's all very much go, go, go. And, the work never stops.
That is true. The work does never stop. Speaking of the world feeling like it's never stopping, let us talk about the virtual tour this year, which with a new video every week for the entire year. So today's live stream is finishing up phase 4 with our fourth single, our fourth gear behind the music, the fourth lyric video, the fourth story behind the song, the fourth official video, the fourth behind the official video that came out 2 days ago. We're halfway there. We're halfway through this tour, and we're here to answer some questions. The first
Feels
thing
like it's taking forever.
well, it's a lot, it's 57 events in 48 weeks. So let's talk about some of the really positive things, because this has been quite exciting. And I feel like doing this is kind of like if someone wants to lose weight and they go to the gym. You go to the gym and you've been going a couple of weeks and you're like, man, I'm doing all this work and nothing's happening. I'm not losing any weight. But as you keep going consistently, you keep showing up, the gains keep growing. So if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay, first of all, our YouTube subscribers are up almost 40%. And I want to ask you, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're at 998 subscribers and we really want to cross that 1,000 subscribers mark. So we have 23,000 people, over 23,000 people on our email list. So we know that not everyone has subscribed to our YouTube channel. And we have thousands, every week, that we have over 100 videos now on our YouTube channel. And every week, all of the views on all the videos keep going up because we're being consistent with posting. The algorithm is starting to push more and more of our videos out, because that's what the comments say. Hey, I never heard of you guys before, but the algorithm showed it to me and I watched it. I really liked it. So that's really exciting. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate everybody being here. And
speaking of people, we should shout out to Tony Brown and Robert Schindler. They say hi to all and everyone. They're wonderful
Tony and Robert.
Fans and friends. It's fantastic.
Robert Schindler is a fantastic keyboard player who will be at Progstock. He is one of the featured artists there every year, and he will have about 27 keyboards. It looks like a Jeff Downs rig.
Not enough.
It's not enough. He's just surrounded with keyboards.
One more keyboard, and then it's enough.
He actually said he wanted you and me to bring our guitars and do like a jam with him. So that will be fun on Sunday.
Let's make it happen.
On Sunday.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, at Progstock this year, and we really hope you're able to make it to Progstock. It's the third weekend in October in New Jersey. Kairos is playing on Friday night. Circuline is playing on Saturday night, and Life Signs, Dave Bainbridge, our guitarist, they're playing on Sunday night. So it's going to be a big extravaganza with all the other fantastic bands, including one of Darren's favorite bands of all time,
Gong.
Would you like to tell us about your love affair with Gong over the years?
Well, I would like to give the members of Gong that are playing at Progstock their cred. Unfortunately, Gong split off into two factions back in the 70s. And the version of Gong that I liked was Pierre Moreland's Gong. The version that's playing at Progstock is David Allen's Gong.
But have they both passed away? Are they alive? Are either one of them still alive?
No. David Allen passed away, I think, in 2015. So this is his legacy part of the band. And it's a very different type of music. If you were interested in Gong in the early 70s, it was very psychedelic prog rock. Pierre Moreland was in that band. He was the drummer, and he kind of split off and did very kind of jazz fusion. And that's where I started listening to him. And I had seen him and his band play in San Francisco a couple times. And that's, those are the albums that I had purchased. So, but it's still exciting. I was listening to some of their newer stuff last night, and it's really pretty cool. There's none of the marimbas and vibes and timpanis and tuned gongs and any of that, but it's still a very cool psychedelic prog rock. So it's exciting. I'd like to see them. So very cool.
And they influenced Darren so much that our song Say Their Name, which we will be performing live at Progstock this year, was heavily influenced by that. And you'll also see Miss Shelby playing the drum kit.
Yes. Oh boy, Shelby. Just wait.
That's a rarity these days. But you know what? I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking for an excuse to get back behind the kit. So there you go. Perfect.
Yep. I'm crafting your drum parts as like this weekend. So
very good. Very good. Looking forward to it.
Yes, it shall be fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that's great is we're also in our promotion PR campaign now. So I've already sent about 65 promotional packets to the United States and Canada. Earlier this week, I sent Miss Shelby a big giant box of promotional things to mail out in the United Kingdom. We sent a big package of stuff to Prague Magazine. This morning, I was packing more things for all the rest of Europe, all the countries. Everybody's got at least one or two all over Europe and Australia, New Zealand. So hopefully we'll have some good reviews coming. And one of the things that's cool is that this album comes out. This is another thing to answer a question that we still get on a regular basis. I get emails every week. We get Facebook comments. I pre-ordered my CD and I didn't get it yet. That's because the album release date is September 20th. And every week in your email inbox, you've got this poster. We talk about it all the time. That is the album release date, September 20th. And that's when you'll be able to hear Say Their Name and Transmission Error, because they'll be released on the streaming platforms, and you shall have the CD that's been autographed with your autograph poster in your hands then. And Say Their Name on the album version, we worked very hard to craft that one. Darren, this was one of those where it was kind of a half song. First half is a song, and the second half is kind of the epic prog tuned percussion epic. Darren, what are all the parts you have in there?
Okay. So we start off, I'm going to go measure by measure. So just sit back, everybody. So no, it's to me, it's a very much a dedication to Pierre Moreland and that style of his drumming. But I kind of had the idea of doing drum corps stuff and, kind of doing tune percussion along with it. So, the whole midsection starts with snare drums. And then, we kind of go back into a musical section, and then we go back into tune, snare drums with tune percussion. And then we do the musical section again, and then we go back into vibes and marimbas. Now, the live version will be different. It's going to comprise the same amount of time, but we're going to expand the drumming. So it's pretty much a 2.5 minute, 3 minute drum extravaganza. And we got everybody playing, including Natalie. She's going to be playing a part. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it, because we're going to like it. So.
And and Thursday,
the last time we had a drum off, though, people loved it.
Oh, I for sure.
The prog stock drum off, that's people right. Loved that. So that's why we're doing it again too. And it fits in that song very well. Sorry to cut you off, Collier. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. We're trying to have an entertaining show. Everyone likes to do things that's beyond the norm. I know with Kairos, Shelby, you've talked about having pride in your guys' stage show with lighting, and I've seen pictures in Prague Magazine and on the web where you're coming out with your guitar, and you guys are trying to do fun stuff, to have a good time, to be different.
There's even an element of choreography, we try and create moments that people look at, and it just implants the memory in their head, so they take something away from the show beyond just the music.
Exactly.
They're coming to see a show. They're not coming to see a recital. They're coming to see a show.
Right.
Absolutely.
You got people in the audience that might not know you, or might not even care, about the music in particular. If you give them something like a show, maybe that could, kind of entice them into your camp, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what? It's so funny that we're talking about this, because we were just watching old clips of Peter Gabriel. And there is nothing like when he and Levin
doing the choreography.
When they and it's so easy.
Yeah, exactly.
So easy and simplistic, but done in unison like that, just a small thing.
It works.
Totally elevates the experience.
Yeah. Makes a world of difference.
It really does. So maybe when we all get here to rehearse, we can find a couple of cool places to just do that a little bit. I think that'd be really cool.
Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Let's make it happen.
Right?
Well, we used to rehearse at a place a few miles from here. They had a big, we actually were set up on the dance floor, and it was maybe 25 by 30 feet, like the size of a stage, like these big theaters that we're going to play in. And we would do the show because we could have enough space to spread it and rehearse exactly the way we were going to do it. Now, unfortunately, that is being rented by someone else now. The landlord rents to someone else, and we don't have that anymore. So we're going to do the best we can here, but we can go out to the loading dock. We go to the parking lot, whatever we need to do.
To walk through some stuff if we needed to.
We can talk through, yeah. And it's just going to be a good time. You know what? We have the drum. What do we call it? Drum challenge? I don't remember.
I'd say drum off. It's not a challenge, but drum off.
Right. The drum off section, we'll have an acoustic moment. We'll have a fun moment. We like you said, Shelby, we're just trying to have a show so people have a good time. And if you can't make it to Progstock live, there is going to be a live stream happening at the same time, and we will get another CD, DVD, Blu-ray product out of this. That'll probably be 10 or 12 cameras, multi-track recording, and we'll have that. That'll be available at some point next year. So we're pretty excited about that. So Brent Adams had asked a question because he said he couldn't make the live thing today. And Natalie, if you want to check Facebook to see anybody else ask any questions.
Not yet.
Where's my Brent Adams question? Okay, so Brent says he really loved, our most recent release, which is Temporal Thing, which we had talked about. Darren and I have been wanting a 12-string guitar for years, and we were so happy to have Dave be able to play on this album for many reasons. And so I had started off with this pretty piano thing, and we left about 90 seconds to 2 minutes on the front end. And we just said, Dave, play whatever you want. Just play something 12-string, have a moment, play something beautiful. And what he did was great. So, on the video, it opens up black and white with just the guitar and the piano. And then when the vocals really take off, Don did a great job of having this flash. I don't know. You're the editor.
Yeah,
what do you call it? An explosion into color or something?
Yeah, it was explosion into color. Yeah.
Explosion into color.
There you go.
Brent Adams says, how are you going to pull that off live? How are you going to pull off the difference from the acoustic into the electric? And
yeah, well.
Oh, look, speak of the devil. This is perfect. Here comes Dave.
Hey,
Dave. Dave Bainbridge is connecting to audio.
Cool beans.
Look at that. That's a cool picture of with the blue light behind his head. Hey, Dave.
Look at
him.
Hey. Sorry I'm late. I'm not going to be able to stay on that long. I'm actually at a service station on the M1 in England in my car.
Oh, okay. Which services?
Toddington.
Toddington.
About 40 miles from London. I'm sure you've been here many times.
I've definitely done Toddington services a few times. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's pretty warm in the car. But it'll be noisy if I open the windows.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm running a bit late today. I was hoping to get to Chas Cronk's where I'm staying tonight to do the Zoom from there, but just been lots of delays. And also, I had a crack in my windscreen, which you might be able to see there.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
Oh.
So yeah, I need to get that fixed tomorrow. Hopefully it won't all completely shatter before I pick up Sharon tomorrow morning.
Oh my God, thank you for showing up.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank
you for showing up. We actually just had a question for you from Brent Adams, who really loved Temporal Thing, and he loved the 12-string intro, and he loves all the guitar work that you do in the song. And he said, how are you guys going to pull that off live? Is Dave going to have an acoustic guitar and switch to electric? Or I thought maybe you've got an acoustic modeler on, with all of your pedals and stuff. Or
yeah, no, I'll probably play the intro on a real 12-string on my Martin 12-string. Yes. Have to figure out how to. I haven't got one of those stands like Steve Howe has that you can have a guitar propped on, but maybe I can borrow one from someone. I think I know someone who has one. So I think that would be the thing to do, because I haven't got anything that would be that close. I've got a Variax guitar which has got some nice 12-string sounds on, but that's in the UK, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to bring that back with me, because I'll already have at least one, possibly two guitars coming back with me. So yeah, it'll probably be the real thing, hopefully.
Well, let us
Wonderful.
know if let us know if you
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could
might be
work
able to
that
get
out.
one. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
work that out.
please.
We'll
Oh,
find
okay.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth it. It's worth it to have that real 12 string.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
No.
Cool.
So Dave,
Good.
we've been talking about how hot it is here, and then also, you're on tour right now? Or what? I know you're doing a bunch of stuff. What are you doing right now over there in England?
Yeah. So I set off today. I've had just a zillion things to do. And I just dropped all my equipment off at the place on the way down because I'm heading to Heathrow. Well, to actually near Heathrow, where I'm staying tonight. Sally and I. Well, I'm picking up Sharon tomorrow morning. She's flying over tonight because she's doing merch on the tour with us, which will be great. So we're driving up to Sally's tomorrow, staying there tomorrow night, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we're rehearsing, and then Friday the tour starts in Sheffield, and we've got 11 gigs. So there's I think we've got about 7 or 8 gigs, pretty much all in a row, apart from maybe one day off or something, or 2 days off, and then there's a gap of about 4 days, and then we've got 3 more.
Gosh,
So,
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
So it should be good.
So should we go to questions?
If do you have some more questions?
I have
Dave, go ahead.
the lovely Megan Phillips, who's been here several times before on these things. Will your new album be on the streaming platforms when it's released?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Right now,
Yes.
all the first 4 singles are already on the streaming platforms, and then as they get released more and more, the whole album will be on all the streaming platforms.
Yeah, and she says she's watching this she's on YouTube and Facebook right now.
I see that. I'm looking at the YouTube. Who is Ford Fiesta? Is that someone from Kairos? Is that Joey?
Yes, that is Dara. That is Dara, our social media manager.
Oh,
Nice.
Thank you for being here, Brent, Megan. More stuff. Robert Onions. Will it be possible for Circuline to have some live gigs in the UK and Europe in 2025? Robert Onions. Will it be possible for Circuline to
Whoa, honey, what's happening?
That's not on my end. Robert Onions. Does somebody else have that?
That was coming from Darren.
Yeah, that was me. I was peeking at the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. So Robert, thank you so much. We would love to have
Shelby.
some live gigs.
Ratting me out. How did you even know? I closed the button so quick, and
I have my ways. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for calling you out.
She's an audio engineer. She makes a living with her ears.
Wow.
That's how she can tell.
Darren got busted.
Hands off the keyboard. Hands off the keyboard.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I had the same thing happened to me before, which is why I have the volume off on the other the computer while I'm reading it.
So talk about Robert Onions again.
Robert Onions. Robert asked, "Will it be possible for Circuline to have some live gigs in the UK and Europe in 2025 to showcase the new album?" We would love to. We are working on that right now. Between opportunities, between all 5 of us, people we know, things we've done in the past, that's our plan. We would love to be able to do that. And it will also be worked around Kairos and Dave and Sally and Life Signs and all the other commitments that we have. So those are all logistical issues that variables that have to be taken into account, but the answer is yes, we would love to do that. So thank you, Robert Onions. Brent Adams, Megan, Brent. Oh yeah, Brent wants to see Dave play the acoustic 12-string and then switch over to his other guitar.
Yeah.
That's
good. We could build in time for the live performance to have that.
That'll be easy to do because I could just keep playing the
I mean, the transition kind of lends itself to that anyway. It's not like he has to be. Yeah, I mean, I think we can do it, right?
Yeah, the piano sort of takes over from the 12-string anyway.
Yeah, right.
I can keep playing, and Shelby and I can do a duet while Darren.
Yeah, we can just hold a note,
Yeah,
you can hold a note.
You could pause for dramatic effect and just sustain it for like a minute,
right?
And then we go in.
And then
I'll just keep doing something like this the whole time.
And you know what? We'll get the. I'll get some bass. I'll bring the bass pedals. See these Moog Taurus bass pedals, and Shelby can just step on the bass pedals. And
Oh yes, please,
we
absolutely.
have the transition.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's make that happen.
If she steps on him, she has to move him.
Listen, we have the we have the flight case, which because we take them out on the road, but they're really.
I'm sure it's still in. That doesn't fix the weight.
No, it's heavy. No, it's heavy.
No.
Yeah.
We don't need Shelby getting a back injury trying to move the pedals.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Dave, after you and Sally have this tour, what is your next big thing before we lose you? I want to make sure.
August or September.
So yeah, I'm over here in the UK until 15th of August with Sharon, and yeah, main thing I'll be trying to work on is finish my album. So got some progress, recorded a few more guitar parts, and do 2 more bass parts that John Poole's been working on. One of which I got through yesterday, which is fantastic. And then the other one he's been recording today, so that should arrive later today or tomorrow. Then there's still one track that's going to have real strings on it, so I need to do that string arrangement.
Oh my word!
But yes, gradually getting there, and also working on albums for. There's some orchestral stuff to work on with Straub's album from the 50th anniversary weekend. And the next DBA album, I've got stuff to do. And I'm also co-producing the next album for guitarist Dave Bronze. So we'll be in the studio on the 19th and 20th of July recording drum tracks for that. Cool. And I'm hoping to get some more video recorded with Dave for my album. I've probably stood on rocks somewhere, risking my life again. So hopefully I'll survive that. Then actually they just announced when I get back to America, there's a gig with Nectar, doing a support for Nectar on the 24th of August at the Williams Center where Progstock is.
That's what I saw today. I thought I saw something today about that.
So Tom and Anne from Progstock have been arranging some kind of pre-Progstock gigs. I think about one a month or one every few weeks. Yeah, the Nectar one was only just announced because they wanted to do the the rest of the tour, get that kind of underway first. But yeah, I'll be doing a support and maybe jamming on a couple of tracks with them. So that should be fun.
Cool.
That's great.
And I think somewhere in there on this Dave and Sally tour in the next weeks, I think he's finished shooting a couple of guitar clips for Darren to splice into all those last two
I haven't done that yet.
videos.
It's just insane. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's lots of things I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. I did a piano session for someone as well. So yeah, but hopefully soon. Well, actually, it'd be easier with Sharon being here because she'll be able to film it without me having to try.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah,
film and play at the same time. So actually, once we do have a few days off from the 8th to the 10th, I think, of July, back up in Lincolnshire. So that might be something I could do there.
That'll be great. Yeah.
Then
Yep.
That'd be wonderful. So Robert Schindler is going to try and come to that Nectar concert.
Oh, great. Excellent, Robert.
And he's a force of nature, that one. So
yes, indeed.
He'll spread the good word.
I think he also played on a Moog keyboard. I think he played the Star Spangled Banner for a Moogseum thing recently, which was pretty cool. He got to play some. What was the original Moog guitar? The Rogue?
The Moog Liberation.
The Liberation. I think he got to play the Liberation from the museum at for some opening of something, which looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Bob Moog's 90th birthday is this year. I think maybe that's what they were celebrating. So for people who want to help also support Dave, you're at Patreon. Is it patreon.com/Dave Bainbridge?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
can people still pre-order your album? I know it was. Tell us about your box set.
If they hurry. So basically, it's a limited run, which is only going to be one run. This is the 3 CD Patreon box version. It's in like a CD size box, which comes with some special art cards, a bonus CD, and a third CD, which is exclusive to Patreons. And you get your photo in, if you send me it, in the booklet. There's going to be 2 booklets, and there's going to be if people send me audio clips of them introducing themselves, I'm planning to write a track with all those clips in, which should be interesting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, but there are only I think 16 left, basically, of the allotted amount. So if anyone wants to get the Patreon box set version of the new album, then they have to hurry up, basically, because we've started on the artwork now.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, how are your comic book sales, Shelby?
For Kairos, yeah. Tell us.
Yeah, for Kairos. He just made me think of that.
He just made me think of it. For the people who haven't seen any of the previous episodes, let's do a show and tell for that.
As in this.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse my rather hoarse, croaky sounding voice. I had what I suspect is COVID last week.
Oh yes, yeah. We couldn't get together because you were.
We were going to meet up, and I just, oh my God, that whole week was a struggle. The whole week was basically a write-off. But I'm doing okay now. I'm just a bit bummed up with hay fever, but that's a separate issue.
Yeah, I thought that's what I noticed the sound, and I thought she must have allergies. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's a mixture of allergies and the recovery from COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, we put out a very cool collaborative piece of art that is a comic book that involves all the members of Kairos or as characters in the comic. And
oh, cool.
Common Sense Studios. Oh, that may potentially be a bit of a reference.
Ooh.
But it's very vibrant. It's very cool. All of the artwork is hand drawn. The whole thing was put together by hand.
Wow.
It is very, very cool.
And shout out to the artist who
yeah, the artist Imogen Mangle, which is Charlie's girlfriend.
Great.
She did an absolutely stellar job putting this together single-handedly.
And if someone would like to purchase one of those, how would they do that?
Well, very good question. You just go to our website, which is www.kairosmusic.com, and on the merch store on the website, you will find the comic there for, I think it's just £5. British sterling.
Oh my gosh, that's usually that's that's usually 6 times that in the US. 3 to 6 times that.
So if I get one, will you sign it for me?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
We'll order a bunch.
Yeah. They've been selling like hotcakes, especially on the tour. We did this as originally a tour, like sale exclusive until the tour finished, and then we released them online. But we sold a whole load of these on tour, and then ever since we've been selling a whole load of them online. And very exciting news, as of I think it's about 3 weeks ago, we sold I think it's 10 copies to a comic book store in central London.
Oh, cool. Wow.
They're a very cool independent comic book store in Soho called Gosh Comics, who anyone in the London comic book scene will have heard of. That will ring a bell.
That's awesome.
And you know what? I was just about to say you should bring them to Prague Stock, and Robert Schindler just wrote, "Bring them to Prague Stock."
Oh yeah, you'll see. Yeah.
Okay, good.
We will,
good.
provided we have enough by then, because they are selling very well.
Nice.
Great.
That's fantastic. Dave, Megan Phillips is asking, I know you've told us this on other calls, but for live now, what's the name of your new album that you're releasing?
It's called On the Edge, and then in brackets, Of What Could Be. So on the edge of what could be.
That's beautiful.
Yes, yeah, I've got the album cover artwork now. We've been umming and ahhing about the fonts for a while, but I'll probably put a picture of that up on Facebook in the next week. So yeah, but it's getting close. Still quite a bit to do, but I'm hoping to start mixing. That's another thing I've got to do while I'm here. Start mixing that probably the end of next month after the Dave Bronze session.
Wow.
Speaking of booklets, we moved, and it's in a box somewhere. Darren may have one, but we'll have it for the next live stream. Is that we for this, as part of our virtual tour and the new Circuline album, we have a tour program, just as one would buy if you went to a Steven Wilson concert or a Rick Wakeman concert or a Phil Collins or a Peter Gabriel concert. It's 30 pages, 30-page tour program chronicling the history of the band.
No, I don't have this tour program, do I? Because I do have the full promo. Look at that.
It's great. Yeah, Dave, we sent Dave a packet. Oh, that's the one sheet. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we live in a very, very small apartment, and there's just no wall space to put anything. Because,
you don't have to hang it up.
Okay. So
no,
this is
if I had my studio, I would put it up there. But my studio is the half of the living room. So.
Oh, cool. So
here's the program.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is. 30 pages of loveliness. Everything you ever wanted to know about Circuline. So
it's got the first album. It's got the second album. It's got us live. It's got the previous 2 live products. It'll have stuff from Progstock. Actually, no, it won't, because we won't have performed at Progstock yet. But it'll have studio pictures. It'll have pictures from the video shoots. It's like 30 pages long. We've got former past members in there. We've got press quotes. Anyway, it's and if you order, we don't have a cutoff date, but we're going to have to pick a cutoff date because we're going to have to print them. But right now, you can still get your name. You can order the program by itself, and if you like, you can also get your name in the tour program, and it's not that much more. Some bands are charging like $100 to $150 to get your name in and I think it's like an extra. I think the tour programs we're asking $20, and it's maybe $15 to get your name in the tour program. So for $35, you can get a program with your name in it. We just trying to make it affordable so as many people as possible could take that option if they wanted to.
Great.
So there you go, Dave. How you doing in the sweat box there? You in the parking lot?
Yeah, it's actually getting very hot. It's still. I mean, it's actually. What time is it here? Probably about 8:30 or something.
Good endurance test.
But it's still actually sunny. It stays quite sunny for a long time. So yeah, without the windows open, it is getting very hot in here.
Okay.
Actually.
Well, we can wrap this up.
We can wrap this up. We appreciate it.
We don't
Shelby,
want the guy.
Shelby doesn't have any air conditioning either, apparently.
It would be really horrible to watch you guys pass out.
Well, I have to admit.
Okay. So
yeah.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
Yeah, the air conditioning in the car, if I have it switched on, it doesn't work that well.
Okay.
It's.
I'll go. Let me check the YouTube. Natalie, you check the Facebook. See if there's anything else we need to answer any questions for people, and then what we let.
No, I think we're good.
Oh, Ford. Okay, Ford Fiesta. What's the real name of your social media person who's Ford Fiesta?
Oh, Dara.
Dara.
Yes.
Said your comic, the comic book is truly the best £5 ever spent. Megan.
Very nice.
Megan loves your album title, Dave.
Oh, good. Great.
Oh, apologies if we discussed it. Oh, but are there additional singles we can look forward to before the Circuline album drops? Yes, you can.
Yes.
Oh, he loves that question. He loves that question. Come on, get the poster.
Okay. So this coming Friday is our next single, and it's for the song You, and that will be phase 5 for the song You.
Just wait.
Then starting August the 9th is the next phase, and that will be for the single Blind Side, which is our power ballad. And then on September 20th, you'll have the last 2 tracks will be out. We'll still be dripping them out with the same kind of video thing, but they'll be available on the streaming services when the album comes out on Friday, September 20th. And we'll be here during the day, throughout the day, doing all kinds of fun live stream things on the day of the album release.
Yeah, and I know there's no more recordings we have to do, but what do you have the date for the next live stream? I think we should tell people that.
Sure. The date of the date of the next live stream is today's Sunday, June 23rd. So we have August 4th. We have September 12th. Am I reading that correctly? I'm looking at it backwards.
Yes.
October
15th.
Yeah.
September 15th.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading backwards. October 27th. Now that's going to be a really fun one. And then there's December 8th. So the reason that October 27th is going to be really fun is because it's the Sunday, the weekend after Progstock. So we're going to have all kinds of extravaganza. I mean, Shelby's going to talk about Kairos. We're going to talk about Circuline. Dave's going to talk about life signs. It's just going to be basically a whole Progstock kind of live stream review.
Cool. That'll be fun. Hey, I just have to shout out to my friend Rebecca, who just jumped on. Bex, we're probably going to hang up now, but thank you so much for jumping on. Love you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, and George, I hope I'm saying his name right. George Willite just popped on. Hi.
Oh, cool.
We
Hi,
might
George.
be,
Hi,
the thing
George.
is, Dave Bainbridge is sweltering in a car, and Shelby is in the attic of her studio, so they're both about to pass out. So we're gonna wrap this up.
It's all right. I'm doing okay.
And we're so sorry you guys joined us late, but you know.
At least there's no fire department.
Yeah.
At least the fire department's not there.
Yeah.
True.
I have to finish getting the studio remodeled before everybody gets here for rehearsals. Shelby, is your studio, is it the whole, do you have, how many floors of that building do you have?
It's kind of complicated. We have 2 floors, ground floor and the upper floor. And I mean, there is like a upper attic area up here, but it's more just storage. But there's kind of there's technically 3 parts of the building on the whole compound with 2 main buildings.
Oh,
it's a very big place.
Okay.
Wow.
I've got here. I've got like this seat, and then there's a passenger seat, and then there's a couple of seats there, and then there's a bit of a space at the back.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh my God. I should probably then do a promo for these guys then. Let's just
right there.
crap shoot at the end here.
That's our Circuline merch pillows that you can find out at circulinemusic.com. Okay, you know what? Thank you, Dave and Shelby, for showing up in the heat. Thank you, everyone, for being here live with us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or X. I still call it Twitter. X.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a hellscape. That website is just an absolute hellscape. Honestly, barren wasteland.
And yes, excellent.
And now, what's Facebook's got a new thing that's competing with the Twitter X?
Threads.
Threads. All right, we're not over there yet.
You don't need to. Don't bother.
Okay.
No one else is there either, so you're fine.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, everyone. Listen, check out kairosmusic.com. Check out Dave Bainbridge over at patreon.com. Thank you for being here from circulinemusic.com.
Thank you.
Check out progstock.com for either the live tickets or the live stream in October.
Definitely,
Check out Dave and Sally on tour. If you live in England, go see Kairos this summer. They're at some huge, massive festivals. We appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. And
one quick shout out to Prog Camp. One quick shout out to Prog Camp.
You know what? That popped in my head, and I forgot about Prog Camp. Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
No, you do it.
Okay. Well, Natalie and last year Dave performed at Prog Camp, and Shelby was there. And this year, the second weekend in August, so it's the second Saturday, the 9th, possibly. Actually, we have our next live stream on August the 310 on the 10th. It's the 10th, Saturday, August 10th in New Jersey is Prog Camp this year, and Natalie and I are performing with Michael Govro, who we've not mentioned. So joining us at Progstock is going to be Michael Govro. He will be handling percussion and vocals. And
Extra
we had
vocals for us.
yeah, he was just here Thursday. We had about a 6-hour rehearsal on Thursday, just working on our 3-part harmony, and Mike going over his rig. And he's going to have an epic big drum rig, like Darren's got his drum rack, and Mike's got all kinds of things he'll be playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully Shelby will lead us in some choreographed dance moves during some of our parts. And Dave missed the drum off discussion. Dave's going to be playing a floor tom. I'm going to be playing floor tom. Shelby's playing a drum set. Natalie, I believe, plays tambourine. And Darren, you can't. Darren's rototoms here. You want to give a shout out to your rototoms?
Brand
Darren?
new hi rototoms.
They're right over there. The 12, 14, 16. Is that it?
Yeah, I got the 12, 14, 16s. Yep.
Cool.
So it's going to be a great show, and we're very excited. Okay,
lots coming up.
Excellent.
a lot of
Great.
stuff going on. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye,
Okay, bye.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Everyone.
Thank you.